Hello fellow duelists and Yu-Gi-Oh collectors. Today I will be showcasing my Twilight deck, and this is, keep in mind, an older deck. You know, I used to play and have only more recently started playing again, but actually it's more just collecting and not as much playing. I wish I could play more. Anyway, I'm gonna get into the deck, explain to you what I did and why I did what I did. First is one Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. I would have more if I got more earlier, or since there are more now, I might get more, but an obvious very good card needed to be in the deck. And then we have Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, of course. Very standard because it is a Twilight Dragon deck from when the Twilight Dragon decks came out, of course. A must-have in the deck. Dark Armed, very standard, very powerful. Gores, just hand defense, very, I think, essential because a lot of decks can swarm and then just power play you, and you need something to protect yourself if you don't have enough field presence, and I think it's very essential. And then we have 3 Light Pulsar Dragons. For this deck style, it is a key card, obviously. You need to be able to have him and able to start making crazier plays, along with his counterpart, Dark Flare Dragon, also very essential. Just so you know, guys, I have these in double sleeves. There's a clear outer protecting, just to keep my cards extra safe, even though it's probably unnecessary, and to keep the sleeves that they're in safe. But both those dragons are 2 of the main cards. And Chaos Sorcerer, just another light and dark Twilight, remove from play type monster that can be very useful in the right situation. Vice Dragon is actually just a standard throwaway or summoning for Xyz summon or something else. It can go with Dark Flare since they're both 5 stars, so it could be very helpful. And it's just a dragon, so it's good. Alexandrite, I forgot I only have 1 now, but that's not a bad thing, honestly. It's just a little powerful light dragon type, so it can be helpful. Nowadays it's probably pretty slow, but I still like the card and think it's worth having. 2 Lila, potentially you might want to run 3 instead of Alexandrite, depending on your preference. Good for getting rid of back row, and if you mill, you add more monsters to the graveyard to be able to summon Dark Flare and Light Pulsar, so that can be very useful. Eclipse Dragon, again, it's mainly for getting Red Eyes Darkness Metal or Dark Armed. Well, Dark Armed in case you can't use it. You get it out of the game so you don't have to draw into it, but it can definitely help you advance your plays, especially with the Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Divide Dragon Apocalypse, right? Very standard. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 dragon type monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. So many dragons in the deck, it can be so useful to just pick whatever you need and send something to the grave to be able to get your Light Pulsar or Dark Flare back from your hand. Summoner Monk, obvious, very standard, very useful card. Violent Cube is mainly because it's a tuner, and if it's sent to the grave for a synchro summon of a light monster, you can add an equip spell from your deck to your hand, and you'll see where that comes to be useful with the different dimension reincarnation. It can be very helpful to bring your monsters back, as well as synchro summon. Trust Guardian, another tuner monster, I think relatively standard, helpful in this deck. And different dimension reincarnation, super beautiful. I love bringing monsters back from remove from play with this. It can be just a very good reborn for this banished style of play. Double Mystical Space Typhoon. Obviously Twin Twister is a great card. I don't have Twin Twister. Mystical Space Typhoon is an obvious substitute and good card to have. Charge of the Light Brigade, great spell card. Just add your Lilas to your hand and mills for you so you get more monsters in the grave. Allure of Darkness, very standard. A lot of dark monsters, good to use. Remove from play, get it back later. You get it. Pot of Acquisitiveness. Very good card actually for this type of banished style play. Target 3 banished monsters, shuffle all 3 into the deck, then draw 1 card, and then you can only activate 1 per turn. It's just a good card. It can give you something back if you need to be able to draw another card, add things back that you need to your deck, all around good. Hand Destruction, very standard, good card. Burial, mainly to summon Blackluster Soldier, Dark Flare, Light Pulsar, Chaos Sorcerer, you know, help you get stuff back. Reasoning, for this deck, beautiful card. all the monsters have very different levels. Very few of them must be special summon and can't be normal summon. So all in all, more helpful than hurtful in many, like probably 49 out of 50 cases, I would say. Book of Moon, standard, very good, I think. 3, Escape from the Dark Dimension. Another Reborn trap card from Remove from Play. Yeah, specific to dark monsters, but still, dark ones are, I would say in this general case, more powerful. 2, Black Horn of Heaven. I think Black Horn of Heaven is a very useful card and is highly underrated in today's format. You can stop 1 special summon, which I think is fairly often. Maybe it's different now, who knows? I don't. But it can be a very useful negation card and no cost. Like really, how can you argue with that? And then Torrential, because it's an emergency play. You always want to have monsters in your graveyard, which can be nice, and just all around good in this deck. For the extra deck, I'm not going to go too much explaining, but I'll just show you what there is. We have Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, Dark End Dragon, gets around a lot of stuff. Stardust Spark Dragon is a light dragon, again useful for that Vylon cube. And then Michael's in here because it's also a light dragon type synchro monster, also good with the Vylon cube, and it's just, has a beautiful effect. That's the synchro portion. Xyz, we have number 61, Volcasaurus, good card. We have C39, Utopia Ray, and Utopia, just because in case it's end game type of power plays you need to make, can be very helpful. Master Key Beetle, again, it's for darks, but it is good. And then Starleash Paladynamo for lights, also good, very good actually, I would say. And then a token for Gores, just because you need it. And that is it for today's deck profile. I hope you appreciated watching. Thank you for watching. Again, if you like it, give a like, and if you want to, subscribe to my channel. I'll be adding more content soon. Thank you. Bye.